Hello, Chat. My name is Magician. In this video, I'm going to show you a relatively accessible early game money make method that can make you upwards of 15 million coins or possibly 20 million coins an hour. And it's pretty cheap to get into. And that is worm fishing. Now, recently, in a recent update, there's been a bait called worm bait added. And as you can see, it has 60 fishing speed, but it only allows to catch worms, which are both good things, right? You already only catch worms with worm fishing, and 60 fishing speed is 60 fishing speed. So, what you do is you come to a place in the precursor remnants. You wouldn't want to come to this place, but you want to come to a place where there's lava in Y65. So, if you open the coordinate menu, right here, you see my mouse. That's the coordinates of where your feet are, and so you want to like dip your feet in the lava, and then and if it's 65, then it's good. And then you want to set up something like this. You probably wall it in, but it probably doesn't matter too much. Just a pit, and then I like to have just the lava open. That way, when I fish, it'll fall in there, and I can store them. Now, you have to fish the precursor remnants. Well, I mean, you can technically fish in the goblin burrow, but the worms that you get there don't drop the membranes as often, and they just kind of suck. So you kind of, if you want to make decent money, you have to do some precursor remnants. Now, they do despawn every 5 minutes, so you'll fish for 5 minutes, and then, or a little under 5 minutes, then you'll come over here and you'll kill them. Now, recently the Mythic Black Cat was released, and it gives you a little bit extra items when you kill stuff. So if you have one of those, you can equip it, and then you'll just come down here and you'll kill all these. It's not affected by Magic Find, the drop chance isn't. But you come down here and you'll kill all of them with either like an AoE weapon or something. You can use a Dreadlord sword, you can use a Thought, you can use a Giant sword, whatever AoE weapon you have. I recommend using one with looting 4 or 5 just for a better drop chance. Now, the actual fishing setup I'm personally using is kind of bad just because it's just something I can sort of throw together. It's this magma rod that kind of sucks. It's this armor that just basic thunder armor, and it's also this ammonite pet. But even though this setup is kind of goofy, altogether I get almost 80 sea creature chance and 114 fishing speed, which is actually 174 fishing speed because of the bait. Now, I've looked at like the wiki and all the items that you can use for sea creature chance, and for probably on a total budget of like 150, if you're not including the black cat, which is honestly optional, doesn't increase it that much, you can get a setup that can probably get you upwards of 250 fish speed and 90 to 95 sea creature chance. Now, if you have access to like Magma Lord armor, it's gonna be a little bit better because it has more sea creature chance, but that's at fishing 45. So you'll just sit at one of these, make sure it's at Y65, and then you'll fish, and you'll kill these guys, the worms that come out, and every 5 minutes. And I did that with this weird goofy setup, and it actually made a good 8.5 mil an hour. So if you have a decent setup, you probably make maybe 13, 14, 15 mil an hour. But you can loot share these guys. So what you can do is you can have all your friends here, maybe have them around a level, but you'll just have them all around here, and they'll be you'll fish all like one pit or 2 pits or something. And then when the 5 minutes is up, everyone will get their damage in, or you'll actually usually corrupt it. You can use a totem of corruption for that. I have one here. It increases the HP of mobs by 3 times, as you can see. That way everyone can get their hits in, and then you'll just like maybe use like a cleaving weapon or a golem sword or something that just doesn't do that much damage. And then one person will kill it with a looting 5 sword with black cat, and then you'll all get lots of membranes. You'll actually, if you fish with 5 people, you can get double the membranes. And bonus is if you can afford bobbin time on your armor, right? The difference between the lowest tier 3 is actually not that big from tier 5. So if you can afford that on your armor, then that'll give you a big boost to all your stats, and you can get even more. So if you fish with 5 people, you could probably get like maybe 25 mil an hour. If you're really organized and really on top of it, maybe 30 mil an hour. And if there's just one extra person or two extra people, you might be able to get like 17, 19 mil an hour, which is not bad considering the setup you need is pretty minimal. Anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye. Remember about the giveaway.